Live, holy shit. It's like 4,000 people jumped on to deploy the patch. I was like, damn. Live, holy shit. And it's nice to see. I don't know. I hope it's enough to save the game, because the game needs to change. So I'm hoping these changes are nice. I haven't tried them yet. I heard the new music. There's 3 new songs. There's 1 new song for each of the new characters, and there's a new song for I guess the training stage has a remix version of the theme. It's kind of interesting. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Type Moon Delight Works フランスパン
Still can't play the song
メルティーブラッドタイプルミナ
because of copyright restrictions. They'll basically shut down your video if you play the song anything longer than 5 seconds. Alright. So, what do they add? And then, endings. Way than ever. I've played this game since the alcohol patch, and I didn't really even play it. I just tried it out. I was like, oh, it's kind of fun. Color customization. It said expanded. Colors. Pretty cool. Did them have more colors? They're expanding. It should be customizable than what it is. Looks like a decent amount of customizations. That's pretty good though. Spain, Player settings. So, Crystal, you're happy? This patch pleased you? So, Rakira, how you doing? I just started. I just uploaded the music and I haven't played yet. I've been working.
Select your character.
I haven't played this in like forever.
蹴散らしてあげましょう。
How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Can you hear me? You should be able to hear me. I do like the fact that auto combo. Aqua 5A is a low now. I'm gonna try my characters. This is my best character, so I would know the changes. Here's like all the new combo routes that they've been talking about. I do like all the new colors. There's just so many colors now. I do like that. And then make sure you pick option 3 for rapid beat off. It completely disables. 4 only disables in the air. This completely disables air and ground. I don't know why it's like that. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. It seems weird to me. Like, just have off and on. Like, I don't know. It's just me. It's kind of weird, yeah. Like this weird mixture. You can dash block now? Oh, nice. I do that a lot in a lot of games. I dash block. Mike is just a bit too silent. Let me check something else. Let me check my settings. Is that better? The game's volume is not that high. Is that better? Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I bet they did add new stage music. 3 new stage songs. I didn't realize, like, oh, they have a new battle training thing. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that remix. Yeah, there's a lot of little things that they changed. It's a pretty healthy patch. It's a pretty substantial patch. I just want to see how things feel. I'm glad there's no, completely disable auto combos. I mean, Lumina still feels good. Yeah, like, it feels weird now. Yeah, it feels weird now that there's no auto combos. Like, it just feels, I gotta get used to it now. So, I like it though. I know there's still a limit on, can't still do more than 3. But I do like the fact it does feel better. Just knowing that it won't do this stupid bullshit. It feels good though. Feels good though. Oh! Oh, that's new. That was just crumple. That's weird. Huh. That's weird. So that's interesting. You can just crumple now. So you can. Pretty interesting. Let's see. I don't think you do knockup. I don't think you can do a knockup after. Nope. You probably have to cancel. Yeah. You have to cancel. Yeah, you have to cancel. You sure did that crumple before? I thought that was, unless that was one of the patches before. Because I remember when the game first came out, it never did that. It never crumpled. I'm guessing that must be from one of the previous patches I didn't play. Because I didn't play a lot of the newer patches. Because I was kind of gave up on the game after that. Trying to see. No, just trying to see anything else she has. Somebody complaining about the auto combos? Nah, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I don't see any new moves work. Guess you can't do that. I guess you can't follow up after it. Yeah, well, let me. I guess you can't do a. I never used to jump after that. Do a combo. It doesn't look like you can do it anymore. Before I used to do like air kick combo and do double jumps and then keep going. Try 2C, 2C? That's not new. That's old. That's new. You could charge it. You hold it. Okay. Hold it. Turns into a charge. Wondering what that does. Maybe you could do some like interesting combos with that. That'd be kind of cool. You probably can do something like interesting after that. But I noticed it has to be on hit. That's probably her one new move that she got. Like I said, most of the combos feel the same. I'm kind of curious about the new routes they're talking about. can charge the second C. It lifts them. Oh, it lifts them up on block. Oh, okay. Let me put them on block. See what happens. C, guard on active status. Oh. Yeah, it pushes them off you. Interesting. Huh. It's interesting. Nerf Moondrive. Moondrive is no longer throwing vulnerable. You can't throw on Moondrive anymore. So if somebody does Moondrive, you can throw them out of it. So you are not invincible. So if somebody gives up to you and like, I'm gonna do that, crap. Like you're fucked. So I still think they need to nerf Moondrive more. I think they need to make the activation not so cheap. I don't like the fact that it costs half a bar. I think that the bar should be at least 3/4 or even full only. I just don't like the fact that you can do it at half a bar. I think it's too much. I wonder if they did anything regarding the... Yeah, it looks like that's the same. Oh yeah, didn't they also strengthen, what do you call it? Yeah, that's stronger now. I know you can't parry that anymore. If you do full charge, it's not parryable. Well, I hated that when people like, it's like, oh, I'll just parry. I'm like, it makes that move so fucking useless. I do think they need to make the move a little bit more, a little stronger. I think this should be a lot bigger, for one. It is way too short. Like, look how close you gotta be. It's like ridiculous. You gotta be like so close to hit him with it. I don't know, I feel the burst needs to be a little bit bigger on the hitbox. It needs to be like Guilty Gear's burst, where it's like, boom, hits like a third of the screen away. It's a new command normal, looks like 5B. 5B? I don't see anything different. That. She's always at that. Kind of different buttons. No. Just say it on the moves list. No, it's the same. Yeah, it looks the same to me. I don't notice anything different. Yeah, it's just mainly the charge down CC. I mean, I like that fact that that creates like lock string pressures for people to like. I could see some interesting. You know what? I'm wondering if you can. Let me see. I'm just trying. I'm just thinking. I do like. Get like behind them or something, like create like a pressure situation. I could see that. That'd be kind of interesting. That's actually a pretty interesting cross-up. If you do that, push power block them, and then you fucking cartwheel behind them, so they're facing the other way. So if they hit a button, they're gonna get hit. Season 6B is new. 6B is new. That's new. I swear she's had that. I swear she's had that before. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good not having auto combos now. It feels like such a different game when you don't have auto combos. It really does. Like, I'm so curious about all the possibilities with the routes that they're talking about. Like more expression. I'm still trying to see what they mean by that. Because, like, I don't know if certain moves have different properties now, like the way they hit. Did I always do that before? Did I always do that before? I don't remember that doing that. I don't remember that move doing that. Kind of interesting, like follow a quick flip. I like that. No, there's no patch details at all. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any of them. Yeah, it looks like I said, mostly the... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to use it. Just gonna have to use the not using. Not using auto combos feels weird. I like it. It's like, it's just, it feels like normal Melty. It is gonna take getting used to it. Definitely gonna take some getting used to. I still think they need to power up the level 4s. I think the level 4s don't do enough damage in combos. Like, you spend all that meter to do a cool combo, and it just doesn't seem like... It doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't even notice that. Okay, that's cool. I kind of gave up on the game, dude, because, trust me, I got so sick of the shielding. I got so sick of the shielding and the wake up Moondrive shit that I just said, I'm done. Like, I just completely get it. This is supposed to be my big fighting game, because Strive let me down. Strive really let me down. No, I didn't have the DLC early. It came out at 11 o'clock last night. But I'm Pacific Standard Time. I'm in Cali, so... It feels better. I like the fact that there's no auto combo. It's my biggest. I still haven't tried, like, the shielding changes. I want to see how it is in practice. I like the fact that it drains meter now, which is nice. It should. It should always cost you meter to do any parry. I'm sorry. Like, it should always cost you. That shit should drain. Like, how it does. That to me makes sense. You should get punished for doing this. It should be like, oh shit. But I still think that, I think like moon drive activation should cost at least a full bar. I don't think it should cost half. I don't like the fact that it costs half. I think half is still too cheap. You know, it's a step in the right direction. Yeah, shielding. I know shielding's been heavily nerfed. So you know we haven't. Let's try that. Can we get the control the computer attack? Let's try that. There it is. See, there's what happens when you shield wrong. I don't know if you guys saw it. So normally when you shield, that's supposed to happen. Normal shield. But if you shield wrong, that happens. See, if you noticed on the meter at the top, I lose 2 pips when I shield wrong. So if I shield a standing B with a low shield, or a standing C with a low shield, you lose 2 pips and you don't get any follow-up. So basically, it just converts it to a normal block with penalties. You also take damage. You notice how much I lost some life. Shielded wrong. I know you got to see it kind of fast. Oops. There, you can see this thing. There you go. See how I'm losing life because I'm shielding wrong. So the same applies with ducking. So same thing applies duck. Shield wrong. It basically what it does, it nullifies your shield to turn it into a normal block, and you can't do any follow-ups. So normally you can do that, but if you don't shield wrong, you don't get any follow-up at all. So you take 2 pips, you take chip damage, and you get no follow-up if you shield wrong. Oh. Oops, my controller disconnected. Hold on. My controller disconnected. Sorry about that. So yeah, so now there's penalties for shielding wrong, which I love. So now if people fucking guess wrong all the time when you're pressuring, so I feel like mediums now and heavies, when you pressure with them, it's more of a 50-50 game, because if they shield wrong, you're gonna get more out of it. You can keep maintaining your pressure while they're taking penalties. So I think you're gonna see more people actually blocking normally, which we don't really see in this game because shielding is so OP in the previous patches. So I think we're actually gonna see people actually normal blocking. The only thing I wish it applied to, which is kind of stupid, it doesn't apply to A though. It only applies to B and C. So if somebody does standing A and you low shield, I don't think it works. I don't think it matters. No, it does. No, wait, it does? Wait a minute. Was it like that before? I thought shielding did anything. Didn't shield didn't low counter mids? Is that no longer the case? Hold on a second. Okay, that one still works. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work with A. So you can. It doesn't matter how you shield. I wish they would change that. And I think it should apply across the board with all moves. So standing overheads, any button should not be defeated by a low shield. Period. So if somebody's standing jabs you and you low shield, I don't think that should win. I should lose. Same thing vice versa. If somebody does a if somebody does a standing at low attack, low A, B, C, whatever, or a move that hits low, like Miyako's slide, that should, if you do standing parry, you're gonna lose. It should do a fatal counter. Like, I think that's how it should normally work. I think you should get all those penalties plus fatal counter. What new move does Miyako have? He said, one of the guys said forward B is new. I thought she had this before. But yeah, her follow-up sweep move can be charged now. This move, you can charge it now. See? So it does, like, trying to hit with it with without them blocking, but the problem is I can't do the second hit unless they block. On like guard active status, I'm like, I guess I can't. I guess I can't. I guess you can't do it with lows. Like, basically, I had to play this on a dummy, like somebody to just get hit by it. I'm guessing it probably crumples or it, like, slams them against the wall. What do I think of Bridget? I don't care. I don't like Strive, so I've already completely turned my back on that game. I don't care who they add in that game, and Bridget's one of my favorite characters in Guilty Gear. Like, easy top 5. And I don't care. I really don't care. Because it's Strive. They could put Jam. Like, that's my absolute favorite character, Jam. And I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even bother trying. Because I'm not going to have fun. I'm not going to enjoy the game. This game, at least I enjoyed it. Because I like the way it feels. It has problems, but it's not, like, unredeemable. This game can be saved, and we're seeing it get saved right now. I think Melty Blood's going to change. The more they keep changing it this way, I think we're going to see Melty Blood become a great game. And then people are actually going to run to it and be like, oh shit, Melty Blood's pretty awesome. We need to see more changes like this. We need fundamental changes like this at a deeper level. Once we start seeing that and the game really gets to be what it should be, I think people will like love this game as an anime fighter. They'll be like, this is the anime fighter you want to run to. I'm hoping it becomes that. I'm seeing, if we see more changes like this, it's going to become that. Guaranteed. I think we're going to see Melty Blood be saved. Because I'm already liking this patch so far. Like I said, I like the fact that auto combos can be disabled. Because man, it makes it feel like Melty Blood. Like honestly, that one thing that they changed. No auto combos. No more this stupid shit. You know, I'm so like, oh my god, it feels so good knowing I can't butt mash. Like, because I see it online, I'm just like, oh my god, fuck this, you know? It feels like a Melty Blood game when you play it like this. It actually feels good to play. It doesn't feel like a fucking brain-dead potato game. That's what sadly DNF Duel turned into. Like, honestly, I turned my back on DNF Duel so hard. I was like, fuck this game. Like, this game is garbage. Like, the game is dead. It's got like under 100 people now. That game is fucking trash. Like, holy shit did that game become a joke. And that game is not going to get saved. The developers don't care. People have already jumped ship. I don't blame them. Like, why do you want to stay in this garbage heap of a game? At least this company is trying to save it. So I appreciate they actually did something for Season 2 patch. You know, whatever this patch. They actually tried. I was like, thank God. If you guys can do more of this, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'll be playing this. And I want to see it. I want to see it improve even more with each iteration. Like, maybe they'll make a new one, like, for 2.0 or something, and just add even more crazy shit. Make the game even play, like, even more like Melty Blood. It's like, hey, man, get more good characters, more color choices. You know, even the little story thing that they did, that was kind of neat. I was like, wow, they actually care. And it's all free. That's what's crazy. And they put the game on sale for like $30. Like, you get all this for $30. I'm like, damn, that's actually not a bad deal. So it made me feel a lot better supporting this game, knowing like, hey, this game can be good. It's just if the developers listen. But a lot of developers sadly don't listen to the people that actually know what they're talking about. So I'm glad that Melty, we're seeing this direction change, because I think this game can be a lot greater. Here, I'm matchmaking now. I haven't tried the online yet. I do want to try it. My online, I don't know if my net's going to be good though. I have not played the online since a while, so I heard things got better, but I heard it's still not perfect. I'd like to try it just to see what it's like. I'm not holding my breath on it. I do like the new ranking system. They added like more ranks now. It's like A1, 2, 3, 4, S1, 2, 3, 4, and they added like EX1, 2, 3, 4, I think too. To kind of like put more gaps, more to aim for. Well, let's see. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, didn't they put like new settings too? I mean, let's try it. I mean, I'm just trying to see. One thing they need to change though, I think they need to change. They need to put more machines. I think they need to have at least 4 machines in a room, not just 2, because it's like you should have 2 terminals, not just 1 terminal. So I hope they change that in the future, where they let you have 4 machines for 2 terminals, so you can have 2 different sets of matches going on at the same time in the same room. Because, you know, you get that long line of like 8 people, and it's just like, it's kind of whatever, you know? Yeah, Necrarch's cool. Pretty technical character. Let's see if anybody plays though. Yeah, I'm happy for the game. I really am. I hope this game becomes something more. This is the only new anime fighter I have any faith in right now. That's new. That's new at this point. Like, none of the other anime fighters I have any faith in. Like Strive, I have no faith in. DBZ, I don't care. Dean Abdul's dead. That's it. The only other one that I'm looking forward to is Chaos Code Next. Super excited. They're going to be showing more footage of it next month at CO Taku. I'll be streaming it on the 23rd. They're going to be showing an exhibition and a tournament for it, so I'm going to be streaming that. So if you guys want to watch the new Chaos Code, I'll be streaming that on that weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's like, oh man, I can't wait to get that game in my hands. That game is like my pinnacle of my excitement right now. I am gonna jump for joy when that game comes out for Steam. Hopefully it has rollback, it has all the goodies. I think that's gonna be like the big anime fighter for me. So if you guys are looking forward to more Chaos Code Next, I highly recommend checking it out. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna play me at this hour. It's late, so there's a lot of people on. I wasn't gonna honestly play till tomorrow because I'm usually not on during the weekday. I got a doctor's appointment to go to at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I gotta run some errands, so I'm not gonna stay up too much longer. In like an hour, I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta get up at 11:30. Leave the house at 12. I'd say I probably won't be back till like 5 or 6. And I'll be streaming this probably for the whole night. Hopefully everything goes good. But yeah, like I said, I don't care about Strive anymore. I've completely lost interest in Strive. The game is just a lost cause to me. It's not meant for me. It'll never be meant for me. It'll never be like the Guilty Gear game I want. And they're never gonna change it for the better. They're gonna go this new direction because that's where the money is. So, and I don't like it. Sorry, to me it sucks. The game gets boring really fast. Like, even with Bridget is probably one of the most diverse characters in Strive. Bridget was a lot more fun and not in Strive. Bridget was crazy fun in Plus R. Accent Corp Plus, man. He was amazing. Amazing ass character. Like, goddamn, fucking scary. This one, it's like, got some decent shit, but the game's holding it back. See how the online is. Let's check it out. Let's just see. I haven't played this in so long. It's gonna feel really rusty.
より悪い方に入れ替えてるじゃん。オープンユアマジックサーファイト。はっだーし。ブイワー。まだまだいいかな。なんだしさ。よっちゃな。シャー。
Oh, it feels alright. A lot better than fucking other games I've played. I guess used to play those characters.
強いのは当たり前だよ。うちには道場があるんだから。
I will say, like I said, it feels weird playing this with
使われてなかったのは秘密。
with no auto combos. It really feels weird. Feels really weird. Getting used to it again. I have not played this in so long. Outline's not perfect. It's decent. Better than fucking, man, Persona's really bad. I tried playing Persona online, my god, it's so bad. Like, I literally can't even get through a match because it just locks up my entire computer. Basically, I'll play for a little bit and then the game just freezes and I can't move. I was like, oh, this is lovely. And then, supposedly it's a confirmed issue. They don't know what's causing it. But basically the game just freezes on. Whenever there's any fluctuation in the connection, the game just freezes. And you can't do anything. And then also, I still can't connect to like 90% of the rooms for some reason. You know, like, we didn't even use shield. I didn't even use it. I didn't even use shield. I didn't even want to use it. Like, I had more fun not using it. But I was just trying to play the game again. I haven't played it so long. It feels weird playing it. Because, I'm playing it without the auto combos, which, it just feels different. Like, it's a different game. It really, like, you put those same people that just button mash auto combos, like, and you take that away from them, it's like, holy crap, it's like, it's a different match. It really is. Like, you could tell somebody that legit doesn't know what they're doing. It's a serial killer. Not bad. You may, yeah, I use Reset. Reset is one of my mains. I use Shadow Reset. Shadow Reset and Lapras. Those are my mains. This is gonna be probably really bad. This guy's a 0. So I'm expecting it to be really bad. pretty bad. This is really wacky.
Here, Abyssは new challenge.
You know, wait a minute. So how are you supposed to set... Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I think I screwed something up. Hold on. How do you... Hold on a second. I'm doing something wrong. Oh, you have to set it... Do you set up the menu now? I didn't do this. I was wondering why the auto combo was coming out. Okay, great. I had it on. So, make sure when you pick a character online, make sure you set the rabbit beat to off. Otherwise, yeah, I was like, why is it doing it? I was like, oh, I didn't set. So when you pick a character before I go online, make sure you do this first. Otherwise, you can't change it. I was wondering why the auto combo was coming out. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now it shouldn't. So I was like, wait a minute, why is it coming out? Let's try it. You just woke up, Samurai? How's it going, dude? Yeah, we're just trying to patch. The connection on the last match was pretty bad. Teleporting pretty bad. Yeah, we're just trying it out for a little bit. Also my internet's not the best right now. So, a couple factors here. I didn't try that 3-bar. I wanted to see how that was. But... It always says like put back longer too, I think. Yeah, I'm kind of like purposely not using shields. I just don't like the shield mechanic. I really don't. I think it's terrible. But at least it's more punishable. I do like that. I'm hoping we see more changes. I don't think shield is perfect yet. It's got a lot more changes that need to happen before we get to that point. So I think they keep improving what they're doing. I think it'll eventually get where it needs to be, but it's not quite there yet. But it's a good start. Definitely, I don't think you're going to see as much potato shielding anymore. I think people are going to be a little bit more cautious on how they shield. Yeah, not much going on, Samurai. Just trying out the patch for a little bit before I go to sleep. Like I said, I gotta run errands tomorrow. I'll be out most of the day. I'll be on tomorrow night. But I'll be on Saturday night too. So I hope it does good. Like I said, I still hope there's more improvements in store. I hope we see this game keep improving. We need to see more improvements. think eventually we'll get there.
キア・ハルスはニューチャレンジ
It's a matter of when.
Open your magic self. Fight. Turn your magic self. Fight. Turn your magic self. Fight. Turn your magic self. Fight. You win. Burn your magic self. Fight. まだまだだよ。ただ。行くぞ。やば。こっちだよ。捕まえた。 強いのは当たり前だよ。うちには道場があるんだから。ずっと使われてなかったのは
That's the connection's bad. Number of things. Connection and my internet's not being the best in the world right now. Let me out. How you doing? Not much I can do about that. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened to that dude. I think he. Yeah. It can be good though. Trust me, it can be good. It just depends on the person. What's up, dude? That's good. Just checking out the patch before I go to sleep. I'm not gonna stay on that long. What happened there? That was weird. Not ready for this yet. Yeah, I don't like when S's play me. It's like, dude, I don't play this game, dude. Yeah, I hate when S's come after and hunt me down. It's like, dude, stop playing me, dude. I don't play this game. Like, I'll get there eventually after I practice for like a month, and I'll get there. I'm just right now. I'm just playing, just casually. But yeah, usually when anybody like S plays me, I'm like, I don't want to play you. Like, I usually stick around the B's and A's. Usually, that's where I'm at. I'm not ready for S yet. It seems like I know there's gonna be a lot of S's trying to play me. Just they like to fight somebody that know they can't fight back. It's like, I don't play this game on like as much as you do. Like, I only put like 70 hours into this game. Like when it first came out, I was playing a lot, and then I just quit. I forgot how to do a lot of the stuff. Because I just stopped playing. Because I got so irritated with the mechanics. I was like, oh my god, fuck this shield shit. The shield shit really made me just not even want to play against anybody. Because it was just like, people were just abusing it so much. I was just like, oh my god, I can't pressure you at all. Because all you do is shield. So I had to like play like a turtle. I mean, that was a bad example, you know. Obviously, it's a skill gap. The guy obviously plays like a lot. I don't play that much, so it's not really a good test. I need to fight somebody more my skill level. But yeah, it's like I'm not using the shield because I'm just trying to get it back in the groove because, like I said, I'm so out of it. I really am. Like it feels weird playing this game again, especially now that I'm learning without the auto combos. It really feels weird, like because I'm like trying to do my button press. Like, oh man, you got to be a lot more precise now because a lot of stuff if you just tap the button a bunch, it'll keep doing stuff, but now that doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's cool if you want to, Crystal, if you want to join me. What's up, James? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. If you want to, you can. Can't promise it's going to be good. I know last time we played, it was kind of laggy. It wasn't like... It's an option now. Auto combos are still there. But I purposely disable them. You're gonna get people that are still gonna use it, you know, because because that's how they play, you know. But I'm choosing not to use it, so it feels better to me because it makes it feel like more like Melty. Yeah, definitely, it feels better. I will say the game feels better. Definitely a step in the right direction. Now, as far as what they could do to improve it further, definitely they need to shielding needs to be toned down still more, I think. I still think what I said earlier about I think lows should not be beat by a mid parry. Lows should only be beaten by low parry or any button, and then high overhead attacks and high attacks cannot be beaten by low parry. Like, period. It doesn't matter what button you use. You should always lose. And I think it should be a fatal counter. I don't even think it should give you even a fake shield. I think it should honestly give you a fatal counter. Because that's how it works in Melty Blood and in Actress Again. When you shield wrong, you get fatal countered. Okay, just woke up. Yeah, this is better, definitely a lot better than Persona, by a mile. And this is better, even better than DNF Duel. The DNF Duel, man, God, it's so bad sometimes for me. It was good in the beta, but it got worse as the game came out. But I'm done with that game. I don't even care about it. But yeah, what's up, Yuki Tatsumi? Yeah, they removed auto combos. Well, pick myself. No thanks. Yeah, don't play Reds. Reds are rage quitters, and usually Reds are jackasses. That's one thing I like about games when you get somebody that's red. Like, I know a lot of games do that. When somebody's red, you avoid them. Reds they always disconnect, rage quit, or they basically manipulate their wins. So if they're gonna lose, they'll rage quit on you. And the way they play anyway, they probably play like a troll. So I'm just like, the minute I see red, I'm like, nope, kick. I don't care what rank you are, kick. Like, get out of here. I do like that. It's kind of like puts a mark on your head to say, oh, this person's like a bad person. Like, stay away from them. I like that. But yeah, they removed the auto combos. You can disable them now. So if you don't want to play with auto combos, you don't have to. Which I'm doing that right now. The game feels a lot better without it. It really does. It feels like a different game. Now that I'm like, oh shit. But I'm glad it's a step in the right direction. I'd rather have a choice than not have it at all. So I think a lot of people are going to choose it without auto combos, but you're going to get those people that just want a button mash, and they're going to obviously use it. So if they want to use it, let them, I guess. But you can obviously tell when somebody's auto comboing. It's very obvious. When they play, you can just tell like how their combo form is. It's always the same, you know? You don't see a lot of variation with those people. Sorry, it's late right now, so finding people is kind of hard. Not the best time to play. And there's a lot of people on, but it's mostly Japanese, I think. Japanese and probably European. Not many American players. So that person that played me before, the S player, he had the best connection, but he was like beyond my skill level. I couldn't even touch him. Like, he basically was toying with me. I was like, dude, I'm not ready for you, man. Like, let me play for like a lot, and then I'll get to that level, and then I'm ready. But I'm not ready for that yet. I always seem to have that problem with fighting games. I always get people that are like stupid high level that always want to play me. I'm just like, stay away from me, man. I hate the fact that I'm the rank I am, because I feel like it's kind of deceiving, because I don't play at that level anymore. I'm probably at B now. I used to be really, really, really good, because I played a lot, but now I don't play anymore. I've forgotten so much stuff. I'm just going based on memory from what I used to do. But I feel like my rank right now is not what it should be. Like, I think I should honestly have to start over because I've been gone so long. I wish you could just reset it. Just be like, hey, can I like reassess myself? I wish there was an option to do that. Like, kind of like go back at the beginning and it has to reassess your skill and it's okay, you're about here. And then you kind of just pick up from there. I wish you can do that because you leave for a while, you kind of forget everything and you're just like, you're not at that skill level anymore. So it's like, I'm not an A, I'm like a B now. Nah, I don't think I'll ever be an S. I'm not going to play it that serious. It's like night every U.S. time zone right now? Yeah. Right now it's 3:50 in the morning. So, like I said, you're not going to get any really American players at this hour. So, I was mainly just doing it for the patch test, just to see what the difference is. What's up, Lita? It's better. It's much better. It's better. Definitely a step in the right direction. So I definitely give it a thumbs up. So far. From what I've played and what I've experimented with, I do like this patch. This patch is a step in the right direction. Is it perfect? No. But it's a step in the right direction. We need another patch like this when the next two characters come out. I hope they improve it even more, add more stuff to it. You know, just make it better. What's up, Infinium? How you doing? But yes, it is a lot better, Lita. So I do recommend it. Check it out. I mean, it's free. You already have the game. You might as well check it out. So I hope the only thing that sucks is there's not that many characters I want to play because I only use like 3 or 4. Well, obviously Miyako's my main. I'm waiting for Sasuke, man. I want some Sasuke. I want Sasuke bad. Like, that's the character I want more than anybody. Sasuke's my favorite character. Next to Miyako. Like, Sasuke and Miyako are my team. You know, if Sasuke came in this game, I'd be like, oh yes. I love how she plays. She's a fun character. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, you gotta have to play a lot, Infinium. This game is not exactly friendly in that department. I mean, you can use the auto combos. That only carries you so much. I mean, I don't recommend that as a foundation tool because it's going to teach you how to play kind of lazy. I mean, you can play that way if you want to. I don't recommend it, though. I don't think you'll get the full experience by playing that way, unless you really don't care about the game and you just want to win. And yeah, you can play that way, but I don't have any satisfaction playing with auto combos, so I personally like them turned off, but you will be making the game harder on yourself as a result, because you won't be able to have stuff carried you. Problem is, you know, auto combos I think teach you bad habits. They teach you to get reliant on that system, whereas when you don't have it enabled, you have to be a little bit more smarter about your button presses. Just saying you can, but I'm just saying you're gonna have to spend some time playing this game. It's not easy to pick up like DNF Duel or Strive. Those games are really easy to pick up. This game's a lot harder to pick up, in my opinion. It's faster. There's more moves. There's a lot more mechanics. So you definitely have to know more. Well, not anymore though. I mean, you can still, you don't need the auto combo to be efficient here. I don't auto combo at all. I was doing all manuals. It's definitely, before, when I was playing it before, I would use auto combos because the game kind of forces you to. But now that I'm not using auto combos, I have to play different now. Because, you know, pressure strings are not going to be as autopilot. Because if you double press something, you go into an auto combo, and you're like, oh, okay, I already know this is going to hit like 3 times. I just do a special move afterwards and I'm safe. And now it's like, if you don't press right, it can fuck you up really bad and kill you. But I don't mind that. That to me just means I had to be better at my presses. But you don't have to play with auto combos. You really don't. I think the game feels more wholesome without it. I really do. It just feels like a different game. Like I'm playing real Melty Blood. You know, I don't feel like I'm just like me unga bunga, me just hit the button. Because that's what it felt like at times when I was playing this game when it first came out. The auto combos just, my god, sometimes would frustrate the fuck out of me. Because I hated when it came out. I'm just like you double press anything, any button, any double press, standing or ducking, always produced the auto combo with every button. And I was getting so frustrated with it. I was like, oh my god, the system is terrible. Like, I can understand just A doing it. Like, I would have been fine if just A button only did auto combo. I would have been completely fine. I think that would have been more preferred. But personally, I just like the option to have it completely disabled.
Here, Kabesuは new challenger.
You think a 3-bar 90 is bad, that's okay. Sure, buddy. You think 3-bar 90 is bad? I'm like, oh, okay. That's bad to you? That's not that bad. On rollback, that is bad. You don't necessarily have to be, you don't necessarily have to be like stupid low ping. I played in matches that are 300 ping that feel great. It's more the consistency. Yeah, auto combos on one button and every button is way too much. I agree with that. Totally.
そういうの期待しないでね。オープンユアマジックサンバイヨ。かっこいい8セカ。勝ちよ。ナイスエスパー。まだまだ。もっともっと。最低。ノーキャ。そこで。勝ちよ。 まだ切ってみて。お姉さん、ターンユアマジックサーキット。ファイト。カウンター。セイ。まだまだ。動いちゃダメよ。この野郎。1、2。調子10セ。そこに次9。セイ。投げなさい。行くわよ。はい。行くわよ。この野郎。まだ簡単。そこでじゃあ行くわ。行くわよ。まだまだ。動いちゃダメよ。やばい。行きますでしょ。これくらい。カウンター。手を待って。そうね。今知らんかな。今ね。こっちだ。いぶつく。目の私。何歩いたね。よいしょっと。本気出しちゃいます。えぐく、むごく、痛く、どんじゃくそに。潰れて死ね。やばい。止まって。止まって。危ないよ。やるわよ。やればいいんでしょ。早すぎよ。お姉さん。ターンユアマジックサー。ファイト。行くわよ。
Do I have to download the DLC? No, you do not. You do not have to download the DLC. So there's eight lines. Lines we kind of need. Gosh, I just said it's a one person, so I don't have to read. I hate reading. That's another reason why I like multiple terminals, so you don't have to sit there reading. Oh boy. Lagging out real bad. Pretty bad. Something, I don't know what happened there. I got really laggy. It just froze. I think that guy's Asian. I'm from Asia. Yeah, it's a 2. I'm gonna reformat the run. Yeah, I think he froze the run up. Shit. Can't move. I think he froze the room up or something. Oh, I'm gonna have to kick the room. We just set it to 1 person, that way I don't have to worry about waiting. It's 3's okay. I'm gonna do it. connection. Yeah, I think it froze the room up. Well, I have no choice on my connection because, you know, I have one option and that's all I have. So, unfortunately, that's where I live, we don't get options here. We literally, my only option is dial-up or wireless fiber optic. That's all we get over here. We get no other options. So, fortunately, I have to deal with what I have. So, hopefully we get more options in the future because it's been like this for years. Because our area does not have wired options, unfortunately. I'm in California too, which sucks. You figure, oh, California probably has a bunch of options. Not where I'm at. Very few options. So, I'm lucky I even get a form of broadband because of this one company that services our area. I don't, like, it's through Spectrum, which I hate Spectrum. But guess what? That's all Spectrum serves over here in California mostly. Southern California and like 90% Spectrum. I mean, not that much, like 80%, still pretty high. So it's either Spectrum or nothing. Take your pick. So it's like, well, Spectrum's awful. Like, Spectrum has a lot of issues. So it's nothing I can do. Till I get a option that's viable, which probably isn't going to happen for a long time. So, fortunately, that's just how it is. It's either that or I just don't play games. I mean, I don't think I want to be that extreme. I can stream fine. Like, I can stream offline games, no problem. But fighting games, it's difficult. Because if the connection's running really solid, it's okay. I can play fine. If it's running, but right now it's not running 100%, it's like 60%. I've been having a lot of issues with the latency. That's my biggest problem. But I'll be honest, this has been running better on this game than I have been in other games. Like, fucking DNF Duel was annoying to play on. Persona I can't even play because it just freezes up my computer. And this game runs decent. Like, if I have somebody with a 3 or 4 bar connection, it's pretty solid. Like, it's pretty good. Like, it feels pretty good. Like, it's not perfect. It's not bad. It's good. Like, I'll play it. It'll probably never be the way I want it to be, but you know what? It's better than nothing. At least it ain't delay-based. So I can't do delay-based. Delay-based netcode is awful. Like, playing in like 5, 6, 10 frames of delay is the worst. Like, literally, I don't even want to play. Like, I'd rather not even play. That's how bad it is. It's annoying to play people in that type of connection environment. Yeah, Spectrum's terrible, dude. But I have no choice. It's all I get over here. It's Spectrum or nothing. I mean, would I rather not have internet? I mean, I could do that, but then I can't do anything then. So it's like, I have no choice.
ターンユアマジックサーキットファイトターンユアマジックサーキットファイト
That'd been funny if I hit that one. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like I said, Spectrum is not a very good internet provider. Not much I can do about that. You bought the game right after. Why did you do that? Why didn't you buy it before the sale ended? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? I'm gonna buy it after the sale ends. I'm like, the sale just ended yesterday. Why didn't you buy it yesterday? That's kind of silly, don't you think? Game was only $32, so we're like, get it, dude. With all the DLC included, I mean, can't really argue at that price, man. Game's a steal. The fact that in the next patch, which is going to have 2 more characters, more stages, more music, more quality of life changes, and it's going to be free still. So the fact that all the DLC for the most part is free is pretty crazy. Yeah, you shouldn't have did that, dude. Yeah, it is pretty bad, Lide. So you can imagine how much I'm being repressed when I play. Because I have, my internet option is not very good. I mean, what do you want me to do? I can't play. It's either that or don't play games at all. And, I don't want to just give up video games. Just because I don't have an option. So I just have to make do with what I have, I'm just hoping that more options come available in this area. Eventually. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. The sale's not going to come around for a while. The sale probably won't come around again probably till the next patch. So unless he wants to wait like 3 months. That'll probably be the next time it goes on sale. So if he wants to refund it and then pay for it then, if he wants to wait that long, it's up to him.
視野サウスはニューチャレンジ
Okay, well, if you don't have time to play, then yeah, don't get it. No point buying the game if you're not even gonna play it. I mean, that's kind of just a waste of money. I have all intent of playing the game, so.
私は心を入れ替えたんだより悪い方に入れ替えてるじゃん
But luckily, I'm coming back to
オープン
it.
ユアマジックサーフファイト
Even if, you know,
ボルミアフェイスまだ誰が
he's like an attack support. It's too, yeah, I agree. Even I'm on sale, it's worth it.
これならお兄ちゃんも褒めてくれるよね
It's definitely worth it. For what you get as far as the value. It's a good game. I definitely agree. I like the pay model. Because everything's free. And the fact that they're trying to change the game for the better. Because they realize they pissed off a lot of people. They pissed me royally off. So I'm glad that they're actually trying to save their fans.
単位はマジックサーキット。当てる前に言うよ。ですよ。えっしゃビーム。ビーム。危ないよ。あ、スポイント。やば。ダウンだ。単位はマジックサーキット。あ、ファイト。うん、しゃ、すごい。修行はこれでおしまい。あとは遠野のお屋敷を監視しに行かなくちゃ。
This got some pretty good connection.
Select your character.
I just wish I had another main character I liked, but I don't use anybody else. I used Kohaku for a bit, and I was like, it's cool. A lot of characters, sadly, I just don't care for. Just the characters I don't have. Characters I want to play are not in this game. I said, give me a Sasuke, man. Sasuke's my girl. Be all on her shit if she was in here.
Open your magic circuit. Fight. ターンユアマジックサーキットファイト大きさの自信があるんです。ターンユアマジックサーキットファイトターンユアマジックサーキット逃がしません。まだおっとそうやえっちゃらそうや残念よっとそれそうやさあ大盤振る舞いです。気を出しましょう。私が育てますよ。ぬか漬けですよ。そこよっはだ逃がします残念ハートです。よっそうやそうや私が育てました。そうしたですよ
So, that's Rocket on. How you doing?
教訓は胸に満たすと申します。これに懲りて次からは行儀よくなさってくださいね。
Like this strong. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Action's pretty good on this here. A little bit of hiccup here and there, but it's pretty good. It's enjoyable. Yeah, it's nice to play this game again without auto combos.
お薬お好みですか？ファイト。よっ。危ない。はい。まだまだです。えっちゃ私が下です。おっと。ダッシュ。おっと。やられました。
I'm just trying to learn the game again. I haven't played in so long. Playing characters they don't play. I don't, like I said, I only use Miyako. So, I'm forcing myself to use other characters. Like, going in there with no strategy, no combos, like, no practice, no nothing. I know I'm torturing myself right now. I usually do that though. I'll go and play a brand new game with no practice, and like, you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, I know. I'm trying to figure it out. Matchup isn't. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Yeah, that's actually pretty good matches. It's fun playing. It's fun playing. No, I just wish I had another character that I really want to play. Besides Miyako. Like I said, I just need my Sasuke, man. I would more on Sasuke, dude. Need grappler waifu. Need Baka Punch. Mekasu is pretty cool. I like Mekasu. Mekasu is pretty interesting. Trying to think who else. I like Aoko. Aoko is pretty cool. I don't think who else I used. Lin and White Lin were interesting. I used to use, what's her name, Vampire Shion. He, was it Wallachia? Nervinxer Chaos. He was really cool. Yeah, I've always had a soft spot for Satsuki. She's the little sweetheart of the game. But she's kind of also kind of like a joke character because, like, she's like the character nobody notices. I think. Like, I remember reading up her story. Like, I guess like no one really takes her serious. So it's like I feel bad for her. But she's cool. We used to watch the anime, the Carnival Phantasm? Her and Shion and Reesby did that gang click that they did. That shit was funny. Their little friend click group. I was like, that shit was funny. Yeah, her gameplay is really interesting. I hope she comes into the game. I hope she's one of the next DLC characters. I really want to see her come back. I know a lot of people want Shion the most. I think Shion's going to come back. Even if it's a guest character. Yeah, Len would be interesting. Len's a really unique character. Len is definitely one of the most unique characters. Like, nobody plays like Len. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I don't think every character... I think another character that's probably going to come back is... that one witch doctor. There's that doctor girl that everybody loves in the new Melty Blood, or Tsukihime. Like, she's hot. And I have a feeling she's going to be one of the next characters. I just have a feeling. Because she seems like she's really popular. I wouldn't mind using her. If she's fun. I just hope she's not a brain-dead potato. Because there's a lot of characters in this game, like, some characters are like, oh man, cancer. Like, with their keep away and shit, I'm just like, oh god. Like, that's why I didn't like, what's her name, did a Pus in the Well. Because I was like, god, she's annoying to fight. Like, keep away like a motherfucker, and while rushing you. So many projectile moves, I'm just like, oh my god, I cannot get in on this girl. Like, she just keeps you. It's like it's similar to Vlov. You know, Vlov is just like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you in. I'm just gonna throw a ton of fireballs at you. I mean, you could parry them, but the problem is people know that you're gonna do that, so they're gonna counter you. So a lot of times I just do parry, but I don't do anything afterwards because the follow-up's not really worth it because they know I'm gonna do it. Yeah, like I said, this game's fun. It's just more of the... I just want certain characters so I can, have multiple people to play with. It's nice when you have multiple characters. When you just have one character to play with, it's kind of lame. It's not that the characters are particularly bad per se. It's just characters I want to play. It's like Guilty Gear. If Exerd I played, May, Potemkin, Jam, Dizzy's fun. I wish Bridget was an Exerd. I would play Bridget. There's just there's characters in there. I'm like, man, there's a good handful of characters I'd play. Now, granted, Jan's my main, and probably my only one that I'll be super competitive with. Yeah, Ryogi, probably. Hime. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know who they're gonna bring back. We'll see. We don't know yet. What's up, Snake? How you doing? It's good. The patch is really good. It's definitely a step in the right direction. Like I said, if anybody's kind of on the fence about this game right now, get it. It's fun. It's definitely a lot better than what it used to be. Is it perfect? No. Hell no. It's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot.
we're definitely going in the right direction. So I think with another couple good patches, we'll get more tweaks and changes that'll make the game even better, and we'll be right where we need to be. So I'm anticipating when 2.0 of this comes out after the next two characters, and they do hopefully another season because the game will be revitalized at that point. We're going to see some more changes, more new moves, new characters, new mechanics, maybe them tweaking mechanics even more. At that point, I think we're going to be in really good territory. Where it's like, all right, this is where we want Melty Blood to be. This will be real Melty Blood. Like I said, I still see the shield mechanic is still there, but I will say one thing: it's not as prominent. It doesn't seem like people just abuse it left and right anymore. People seem a little bit more weary about using it. I mean, I don't know the reason why you didn't play it because certain characters or because of the issues with the game. I stopped playing this game because of the issues, like the shielding, like made me just scream, and I was just like, "Oh my god, fuck this game! I hate this game." Because the shielding. The shielding, in my opinion, ruined the game. And then Wake Up Moon Drive also ruined the game. So, but I honestly think we might be seeing a reduced mechanic? Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I remember the reduced mechanic. Yeah, Wake Up Moon, I think still Moon Drive needs changes still. I don't like the fact that Moon Drive freezes the game. I think it's kind of cheap. Because basically it's like they call it the pause button, and I don't like the fact that it pauses the game. I think it should... I personally think it shouldn't do that. And also it shouldn't be... it should be kind of like a Roman cancel, but not the way it is. Because even Roman cancels in Guilty Gear Xrd, I think were better than this game. They weren't annoying. The Moon Drive in this game gets really annoying, and then people just spam EX moves because of the ridiculous armor properties. People would just oh, I'm not going to challenge anything you do because armor just eats everything. So it's oh, they're in Moon Drive mode, I wouldn't even attack. Because it's there's no point. You're going to lose. But now that moves plunge other moves now, and you can hit armor moves from behind, they don't have perfect invincibility now. They don't have unlimited guard points. So it's oh, okay, so actually that makes armor moves not as good. So now you have to be a little smarter with your armor moves. The combos, I'm still wondering how they said that they're more freeform. I'm still kind of wanting to understand what they mean by that, because, I mean, all the combos I do with Miyako feel the same. I'm not seeing too many different combos, but maybe I need to see some more properties on some more moves, maybe? Again, I have to see. I have to wait and see. I gotta play more. I'm just kind of getting worn back up. I've been away from this game for so long. I literally stopped caring about it because I got so frustrated with it because it was just... A lot of people felt the same way. They're like, this game is garbage. And they were just I'm done with it. And I had no reason to go back. And I saw the patch with Aoko. I was like, cool, Aoko's in the game. I like Aoko. But I didn't care. I literally tried her for an hour and I was done. I was like, I'm done. The game's not going to change. Because they said, we're going to change some stuff with Shield. They didn't change anything in that patch. That patch just made the RPS even, easier to do, which I was like, oh, God, why are you making it easier to do? It's now we're going to be more potato? I was so I just gave up. So I literally just erased my brain of the game, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to remember anything, because I just didn't care anymore. I was really, getting depressed. fighting games for a while. Like super depressed. Like, depressed to the point where I just didn't even want to play anymore. And it was kind of sad, you know. I was hoping games were gonna get better, and I was like, damn, it isn't getting better. It's getting worse. So I was going through like a depression phase with fighting games, where I didn't want to try and play anything, and I literally didn't care anymore. And it like I love these games, love anime fighters, and I don't like a lot of the new anime fighters anymore. I think they're trash. You're supposed to be with anime. What are you doing, man? I thought she could do it, man. And I thought she could do it in the air. I was like, she could do it, man? The Shiki's an actual bot. Like, are you kidding me? I think the match is kind of deadish. I mean, look at the time though. It's 5 in the morning. Who's from America? No one's really playing that shit. I don't understand why people play fighting games with bots. I really don't understand. Like, what's the point? Like, why play a game if all you're gonna do is use a bot to beat people? Like, to me, it's like, I'd rather not play. It's like, it's not you doing anything. Like, what are you proving? That you cheated the game? Like, I don't understand why bots do that in games. It's like, oh, I'm gonna bot this game. I'm like, why play then? Like, why do you play? I don't get it. Like, I really don't. Like, it baffles me when people bot on games. I just don't get it. Like, what is your purpose? Why do you play? I mean, if winning is that important to you in life, I guess. Because that's, you think about it, just, oh, I don't care how I do it as long as I win. Like, I don't see any satisfaction in that. Like, I'd rather not play. I'm not kidding. I'd rather not even try. It's like using a cheat button. Like, the I win button. Like, you literally hit a button and you win. I'm like, if that's what it takes to win, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm just done. There's no, you can't, there's no fulfillment in that. But to some people, I guess. BBCF. Yeah, those games are really hard to play. BBCF and Action Core Plus are really hard to play. Like some of the toughest anime fighters, by far. Those games take a lot of skill and a lot of practice. But it feels good getting good at them, but also I think there's also that other problem where you have to spend so much time playing. Like, it almost becomes a job. Like, you're gonna be spending, like, months getting good at a game, and you're just like, do you really want to spend that much time playing a fighting game just to get, decent at it? That's the one thing that's kind of dismaying with me. Because I feel like it's fun when you have somebody to grow with. It's not fun when you're by yourself and no one can grow with you. Because it basically is you just get alienated on the game. That's, games like Chrono Phantasm, Central Fiction, sorry, are like that because the only people that play it are the good players. So it's either you play at their level or you don't play, and most people can't just jump to that within a couple days or even weeks. You're not going to get to that level. You're just not going to. Why is this guy coming back? Didn't you say this guy's a bot? Is that what you said? This dude's a bot? I'm not gonna play him if he's a bot. Like, why would he play me and then leave, then come back? I was like, you left, dude. Like, okay, I don't get it. But yeah, I just don't see the point in it, that's all. But yeah, it's nice to play a fighting game where you can grow at a decent pace. That's why I like games when they're new. Because I feel the growth level, everybody's at the same playing field. So everybody's starting off at the same rate. So everybody's at the bottom. So everybody you fight is mostly going to be on your level. So most matches are fairly enjoyable, which is good. It means like, oh, you got plenty of fresh blood, and it's everybody. Nobody knows the shit, so everybody's just learning. The problem is when it's established and you play those people, it's like, okay, well, I have no prayer against you because you play the game religiously or whatever. How do you expect me to compete with you when I don't know the game at that level? So I just don't see the point in playing people like that because they're just so far above you in skill level that they're not going to learn anything by playing you, and you're probably not going to get anything in. So it's like, what's the point? You might as well not play, or go play somebody else that's on your level. I mean, unless you want to be a punching bag for somebody, because I don't particularly enjoy that. I'm not going to go play somebody that's an S rank that just, dribbles me around like a basketball because I don't know how to deal with their shit, because I don't know the character or know their gameplay style. I don't know the game that well. I don't give them a challenge, so I don't see the point in them playing me because I'm not going to put up a fight with you. So you're just wasting your time and my time. That's the way I see it. But when you fight somebody that is on your level, like, I can understand maybe a little better than you. Melty is saving fighting games. I hope Melty Blood saves Melty Blood, because it's definitely nice to see 4,000 people playing this game again. It is nice. I have a feeling with DNF Duel failing as hard as it did. I ain't gonna lie, DNF Duel is, out of all the anime fighters that come out recently, that has got to be the biggest fail. Like, everybody thought Melty Blood was a fail. No, DNF Duel is a fail. DNF Duel failed hard. But I couldn't believe like how fast that game died. I was like, holy shit. Everybody made fun of Melty Blood for dying quick. And I was like, nah. DNF Duel died quick. Like, holy shit. 6 weeks, that game was already at 100 people. Like, I just checked it the other day. It's under 100 players now. It's not even 2 months. It hasn't been out for even 2 months. Melty Blood didn't even go drop to that few numbers. So I was like, yeah, fucking DNF Duel is a joke right now. Well, the problem is DNF Duel lacks a lot of... DNF Duel is a really bad Kusuge. Like, I like Kusuge games. Like, Persona is hella Kusuge. But at least it's a good Kusuge. Fucking DNF Duel is not a good Kusuge. It's a very shallow Kusuge. It's a shallow Kusuge with very minimal mechanics. It's really easy to be good at, you know, because there's not a lot to learn. You ceiling out so fast in that game, and it just pretty much just becomes a touch of death game. It's just it's a lot of characters can kill you in like 1 or 2 combos. That's all the game becomes, is that, and it gets boring. Like, oh look, here comes a berserker who's gonna fucking touch of death me with, you know, infinite life drain resets, because he can do that. Oh, he's gonna get me in this pressure string that I can't do shit about. And, oh, I don't have any meter, well, I'm fucked. It just seems like those situations where it's like, it just, you know what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen. So it just gets boring. I played it for 24 hours and I got bored of it. Now, and I even think I want that 24 hours back. Like, I was like, by day 3, I couldn't stand playing it. I was like, nothing could change my mind about this game. Like, I'm already at that point where I just didn't even care anymore. I was like, wow, you want to just see me just give up on something fast. Like, Guilty Gear didn't die that quick because of that reason. Guilty Gear died because it was Guilty Gear to me, and it never will be. Guilty Gear is a completely different reason. But DNF Duel, man, it's like, oh look, this shows promise, but then you realize how shallow it is. There's not really much to it. It's like, oh, and they didn't fix any of the problems with it. The game's still got tons of problems, and they're not going to, because the company doesn't care. So I was like, why should I care? Striker's fun, but she's pretty potato. She, like, anybody can use Striker, and everybody knows her bullshit now. So it gets really lame. So I don't even like the character anymore because of how boring she got. I was like, fuck dive kick, man. Fuck that dive kick move. Like, dive kick move is so stupid. It's such a brain dead, oppressive strategy that anybody can do. Anybody that plays Striker can do the Striker shit. That's why, so every Striker plays the same. There's no variation. Tried using her different ways and you can't. Like, I was like, oh, let me try to do like air combos. Like, nope, that doesn't work. It's like, it's all the same shit. It just gets old. I didn't feel challenged at all. I didn't feel fulfilled when I beat people in that game. I didn't feel like I played anything. Like, what I did didn't matter. I felt like I was just like every other Striker. So it's like, that's how I felt with Guilty Gear Strive when I used like Melia. I felt like I'm like every other Melia. I'm like, oh look, it's Melia. You know, one of the harder characters to use, but she's so limited because of the engine. Now it's just like, oh, I'm just like every other Melia. And I just felt I didn't feel like unique at all. So I was just like, what's the point? Like, that's one thing that I like doing. I need expression. I have to have expression. You don't give me expression, I won't play. Because I have nothing. I like to be unique. Like, and I used to do that with older fighting games. I'd play and nobody plays like me. Because I would do my little combos, my own little setups, and nobody does that. But now, a lot of games now, you kind of have to play things one way. So it's like, oh, well, I can't play my own way because it doesn't work. So what's the point? You either play the way they tell you to or don't play. And my choice is to not play. Because you're not letting me express myself. You have to let me express myself. If I can't express myself, what's the point? What is the fucking point? The problem is there's no reason to play because I have nothing to express myself with. I can't be me. So I'd rather just not play. And it sounds kind of like defeatist the way I'm saying that, but that's just how I feel. It's important to me. It's like probably one of the most important things I think in fighting games is expression. You take expression away from the player, and you kill the motivation. You really do. I don't think there's some people don't understand that though. I've had some people legit tell me like, "What do you mean by expression?" Like, I don't get what you mean. Like, it doesn't make any sense what you're saying. Like, but I don't think those people know what expression is. Like, because they kind of just see the game as, well, I play what it takes to win, and I do what works. And I was like, they think of win, and whereas me, I think of, I want to win how I want to win. I want to win. I want to be the guy that makes the creation. I'm the guy that plays this way with this character that nobody else plays like, and I want that. That to me is really important. Where nowadays I feel that doesn't exist. Back in the day, man, that was a thing. Like with a lot of games where people really played different. Like people really did different things. Like you see one character and like 5 different people use the character different. And it was just like, oh man, like you just because you knew how this person played this character doesn't mean you knew how another person played that same character. But with a lot of games now, I feel that's not the case. Like, it feels like once you know the character, most people kind of play them in a very similar fashion because that's the way the game is designed. So there's not a lot to worry about. Yeah, that's what I mean. Repetition. Because you're just doing the same bread and butter, the same strategy, the same. Your brain's not challenged at all. You're just repeating motions. It's like you do the bread and butter combo, and that's what carries you, and it does carry you in that game. Now, DNF Duel is all about bread and butters. Like you literally can be carried in that game just by one bread and butter. That's no joke. And after a while, it's just like, man, don't you get tired of that? Like, doesn't it feel better when you actually have to try, actually put some effort in, actually use your brain? I think it's an experience when you can see what you can do and you're actually trying to do different things above, what normal people do, because you actually care. You actually want to put forth an effort. And I think people respect that because they realize that you're trying to be the trendsetter, not follow the trend. You're the guy that leads. You don't follow. That's how I am. I like to lead. I don't like to follow. That's why I need expression, because that's just how I am. Like, you give me a game that gives me expression and I like playing, man, dude, I will get really creative. I will. Because my brain juices just get going and I get really excited. It's really, really engaging. So I want games like, Chaos Code. Because Chaos Code is a very expressive game. Like, that game has tons of expression. Probably one of the most expressive games nowadays, you know, especially with the new one coming out. It'll definitely be one of the top most expressive anime fighters. That game, you can do some fucking disgusting shit. And I've seen a lot of people use different characters in different ways in that game. Like, you see one person use, like, Bravo, another person use Bravo. They don't use them the same. What game was I talking about? Chaos Code next. It's an anime fighter made by a small company. And they're in Australia. It's a Taiwanese company. They're making a new one. They're going to be showing it next month at CEO Otaku. There's going to be a tournament going on. I definitely want to see it. Because that game is hype as shit. When you learn how to play that game is fucking hype, dude. That game gets really exciting. I can't, like, stress how exciting that game is. Like, that game gets me pumped, dude. When I see the shit in that game, I'm like, whoa, it looks fucking cool. Like, there's so much shit going on. It's deep, man. It's a deep game. Like, I feel like when I play it, I can definitely see my skill shows when I play that game. You know, compared to other people. Because, you know, I'm actually putting in effort. I feel some people, you can tell they don't want to try. They just like, no, I'm going to do the bare minimum, and it's like, okay, well, I don't want to play the bare minimum. If you want to play the bare minimum, go play, like, DNF Duel. Go play Fantasy Strike. If you want to do the bare minimum. Don't come to Chaos Code to do the bare minimum, because it's not going to work. It takes forth more effort than that. But that's why I like it, because I do feel challenged. Yeah, Fantasy Strike's fucking garbage, dude. Nobody likes Fantasy Strike, man. Fantasy Strike is garbage, man. Fantasy Strike is L garbage. Time is it right now? It's like 5:10. I gotta get to bed pretty soon. Just letting you guys know, I gotta get up in like 6 hours. Probably stay up for like 20 more minutes. I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, Fantasy Strike is terrible, man. Anybody that like thinks that game is good, it's like, man, that game is fucking trash, dude. That game is trash. That game is like minimalistic as shit, dude. Like, there's really nothing to that game. Like, the only good anime fighters nowadays, like current anime fighters, probably the best one. Out of all the new ones in the current state it's in right now, with the patch, this is probably the best anime fighter out right now. That's no joke. There's no other good anime fighter. As far when I say current, I mean newer, not necessarily games that you can still play, just newer. Melty Blood's probably number one in terms of anime fighters. Now, as far as like games that you could play today, obviously Central Fiction is up there. Persona 4, once they fix the netcode, but I don't know when they're gonna fix it. I want to play Persona. Persona's fun, dude. I love Persona. That game is Kusage as shit, but it's fun. And then Xrd, once that ever gets rollback, whenever that happens. I don't know when that's ever going to happen, though, if it ever going to happen. That game is, to me, I don't think it'll ever happen, to be honest. I don't think Arc System Works will ever put rollback on Xrd. As much as I want it. I would love to play Xrd. Like, it'd be nice to go back to that game just to experience it again. With rollback netcode. gonna be like, oh, feels so good playing that game. I miss Zerd. I miss playing a real Guilty Gear game. Because every time I look at Strive, man, it's hard for me to watch. Like I look at it, I'm like, fucking Strive, man. Strive is just like bastard child game. I don't want to look at. I don't want people to talk about it. I don't want people to. I don't want it to exist because it's hard for me to look at. It hurts my soul knowing that it exists and knowing that it's popular, which pisses me off even twice as much. It's like, oh look, it's Strive. I'm like, oh god, this fucking game, man. Like I just pretend it doesn't exist. Like it's hard for me to look at. I can't stomach it. It is. Strive is very boring to watch. I don't care what anybody says. It's such a. If you like Street Fighter, you like it. But yeah, I can't stand the way Strive plays. It's boring. It's just the truth. It's a boring game. That's the truth. The game that needs to not exist. That's the truth. It just needs to not exist.
理解しろチャイナ。私は心を入れ替えたんだ。より悪い方に入れ替えてるじゃん。オープニングはマジックサイズ。ファイト。当たらない。レイシャー。スワイプスワイプ。行くよ。ファイト。こっちだよ。こう。ここだ。ウィット。ラーメン。なんかしたくれ。スワイト。許すわじに行くよ。
God. Yeah. Strive is just it's just a shameless cash grab. That's the thing about Strive. Strive is just a shameless cash grab that I can care less about. The game is a shameful. It's a shameful sequel. I'm sorry. It's just it ain't Guilty Gear. I'll keep saying it again and again. It's not Guilty Gear. It never will be Guilty Gear. It's a game that claims to be Guilty Gear, but it's not Guilty Gear. I look at it and I'm like, you ain't Guilty Gear. You wish you were Guilty Gear. Like, it's just, the game itself is not entertaining to watch. It's not fun to play. It feels like sludge. You know, it's such a difference from the previous game, man. Previous game was so much fun to play. So much expression. So much you can do. And it felt really snappy. You know, like it felt like this game. This game's really snappy. Really fast, really intense. You know, where Strive is just like fucking hell, dude. It feels like I said, I'm like walking through molasses when I'm playing it. Like, oh, look how slow everything is. Yeah, everything, the way everything hits and the way everything moves, it feels like sludge. It really does. Everything's a slow-mo. It's like, oh god, this feels terrible. And you play a game like this or Exerd, it's so fast. It feels really enjoyable. Strive is just not a very fun game. And like you said, it's not fun to watch it. Like, I don't understand how people think Strive is fun to watch when it all looks the same. It's such a homogenized playstyle. It's really boring. Even watching the top players play, they look boring to watch too. Like, I know a lot of people like, what's his name, Fab. You know, the greatest Potemkin player to ever live. But, man, I look at that dude and I'm just like, man, dude, this game doesn't do you justice. Like, I want to tell him that. It's like, I know what you're capable, I know what he's capable of. And that game does not just demonstrate how skilled he is. Like, it really doesn't. I think that game holds him back. And I think he deserves better. Like, when I see him play, it's just hard for me to watch. It's like, dude, man, like, you're better than this. And, like, because he can't really do much, because the game won't let him. It's just not a very fun game.
Here comes a new challenge. Fight.
The trailer now just uses it as a follow-up charge property. No, it's down. Yeah, down 2 CI. You can hold it. I haven't tried it using it though. Yeah, I haven't, like I said, experimented with it really. I'll try more tomorrow. I guess I'm about to go to sleep right now. Right now is not a great time to play. It's just like, it's really, really, really late. Everybody's asleep.
when I play tomorrow, I'll probably be a lot. Hopefully the netcode's a little better. It's not. The stuttering is annoying, but fortunately my net is not running at optimal speed right now. It's kind of middle. It's kind of iffy right now. But I had some good matches earlier. There was like the connection was pretty solid. Like I'd say about 85%. It's pretty, definitely playable. Let's stop right here. I gotta get to sleep. We'll try again tomorrow. Well, when I say tomorrow, I mean later today. I had fun though. I definitely like the patch. I still think it needs more changes though. I think the shielding still needs to change. More nerfs. I think moon drive activation still needs to cost more. I think it's still too cheap. I think it needs to be at least 3/4 bar or full bar. And they need to get rid of the stupid pause effect of it. Or change it. Like, it needs changes. They could fix all those problems the way I think it should be. Like, I think the game has really good potential to be much greater. But hopefully with the next patch, that's probably going to come out, I'm guessing, sometime in November. Yeah, maybe November, December. Probably December. I'd say the next patch, December, when we get the next 2 characters and a bunch of updates and adjustments. I think we'll see maybe Melty Blood get it closer to where it needs to be. So hopefully they listen and make more changes, because I definitely like what I see. We're definitely a step in the right direction. Just need a little bit more. A little bit more. Almost there. So definitely has my approval. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's already 5:30. I gotta get up in 6 hours. We'll be back on probably around 6 or 7 tomorrow. Later today. So if you guys want to watch, I'll be playing Melty Blood for the most of the night, and then probably be playing on Saturday too, at the same time. So if you guys want to come out and check out Melty Blood, come on by. So, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good one.